Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and this is the dark tale of the day. Let me take this moment to reintroduce myself. I am the Gothic Rose, hostess of the Dark Entertainment Network. This is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories and makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. I do this because I enjoy it. If you like this type of content, please follow along, because I'm not going to stop. Welcome back, dear fiends of the den. Today we are going to discuss the Ducati motorcycle that Joy Harris was riding during her fateful accident. So, as you know, Joy Harris was a professional motorcycle racer who tragically lost her life while performing a stunt for the Deadpool 2 movie in 2017. She was riding a Ducati Hyper Strada 939 during the scene. This model is a versatile sport touring motorcycle known for its agility and performance. Unfortunately, the stunt went awry when Harris lost control of the bike, leading to a fatal accident that was not rider caused. The incident highlighted safety oversights, including the lack of a helmet and a kill switch lanyard, as well as inadequate risk assessments and preparation on set. It was a very heartbreaking moment for the film industry. And as I mentioned yesterday from an insider, Joy Harris was very well respected in her field. So let's talk about what this motorcycle is like, the power behind it, and what this has to do with the accident itself. And again, out of respect for Joy Harris, her family, friends, and fans, no images from that accident will be shown. So let's talk about the power behind this Ducati Hyperstrada 939. So this is a versatile sport touring motorcycle that blends performance with comfort. Its engine, it features a 937cc Strada L-twin engine producing 113 horsepower at 9,000 RPMs and 97.9 Nm of the torque at 75,000 RPMs. The engine is liquid cooled and uses Ducati's signature desmodromic valve system. Very interesting. All right, let's go on. So, the frame and suspension. The bike has tubular steel trellis frame with a 43 millimeter USD fork at the front and Sachs monoshock at the rear. Both offer adjustable settings for a tailored ride. The brakes are Brembo brakes, and it has dual 320 millimeter discs at the front and a single 245 millimeter disc at the rear, both with ABS for enhanced safety. And that's the auto braking system. So the touring features, it is designed for long rides, and it includes a touring windshield, side panniers, and a comfortable seat. It also has riding modes: sport, touring, urban, and Ducati Traction Control DTC for adaptability. Now, the dimensions of the bike, it weighs 210 kilograms wet. So that is about 462 pounds. And it has the fuel capacity of 16 liters, making it suitable for extended journeys. So this motorcycle is a great example of Ducati's ability to combine sporty performance with practical touring capabilities. So this bike was chosen because it could do many different things. It had many different features, and it seemed to be the safest bike for this stunt. But as you saw in yesterday's episode, which I will link in the description, There were so many safety features that were ignored that this accident was completely avoidable. You can just take a look right here. Lack of headgear, instructing the worker not to wear headgear, so many issues. And it was the producer's fault, Ryan Reynolds being one of those producers. So there are a lot of people on Reddit who have a lot of inside information, and let's read some. So, what this says here is other stunt people on the film apparently repeatedly expressed concerns over her lack of experience and perceived lack of ability to perform the stunt, as she was not a true stunt woman per se, she was a former racer. Their concerns were ignored, and she was killed on the first live take. It says, very sad, and while yes, stunts are dangerous, productions are supposed to do their due diligence in trying to reduce the chance for an accident on any given stunt to as close to 0% as possible. And according to what I just read you there about the lack of helmet, the lack of all of those safety features that they just brushed over, the producers may not have conducted that due diligence. So people are going on to say exactly, people just seem to be skipping that part because they like Deadpool. And somebody saying also because they hate stupid titles like Deadpool 2, the death could have likely been prevented. Of course it could have been. So someone else said that means nothing when compared to what was said could have been prevented. Of course, it was an accident. No one mentioned murder on the set. Someone else called them murderers yesterday. I am not saying that that's true. I am just reading what other people are saying. So this goes on to say the stunt coordinators are the key to stunts going right and safety. You can't become one without doing years of stunt work yourself. It's really bad they ignored their advice, as it's their job to protect rookie stuntmen and women from harm. Interesting how this develops if they did ignore advice or how this happened. So, this is a very long one that's coming up next. Check this out. Okay, hold. I have an itch. Okay, here's a good one. It's more than even just needing an experienced stunt person. Riding a motorcycle is a technical set of skills, and taking a Strada downstairs is nothing I would want to do. I rode off-road for a long time, experimented with trails, and rode street bikes. It's just not meant for that. It's not going to help you. It's going to be as unpredictable as F. That pretty much guarantees some kind of crash, heavy, powerful, awkward, and being forced to do something that it is in no way, shape, or form designed to do. So this goes on to say that she raced on 300cc bikes and was on a 900cc Ducati during the shoot. And I told you that weighed almost 500 pounds. So she had a bigger, heavier bike, and she had also crashed twice during the practice stunt. So no one was taking her safety into any account for any of this. Just a quick reminder that the producers of Deadpool 2 were only fined the amount of $289,562 for failing to provide a safe work environment. Remember, Joy Harris was a very skilled motorcycle rider and racer. But according to Breaker News, the coroner's report reveals more reasons why the Deadpool 2 production company was fined for the death of the stuntwoman. This article was written by Bob Mackin. So it goes on to say a professional motorcycle racer was sent to perform a stunt for a Hollywood North blockbuster without a helmet and means to disable the bike she rode, according to a report from the British Columbia Coroner Service. Sequana Joy Cook Harris, a professional motorcycle racer better known as Joy Harris, died August 14th, 2017, when she was ejected from a Ducati Strada 939 motorcycle and collided with a window at Shaw Tower during a scene for the Ryan Reynolds sequel. The BC Coroner's Service finally released the investigation report about the 40-year-old New Yorker's death on June 10th, declaring she died by accident from a blunt force traumatic head injury. Coroner Kimberly Ibister found no alcohol, illicit drugs, or prescribed medication in Harris's system, and WorkSafe BC found the motorcycle free of defects and no type of mechanical malfunction was found. But Harris was not wearing a kill switch lanyard, and supervising staff failed to ensure she had it. She did not have the experience working with a motorcycle on a closed set with obstacles and or stairs, working as a stunt person or a stunt double. And what I went on to read on another Reddit post that I can no longer find is that they actually lined the stairs with plywood. And I'm assuming that since they did not attach the plywood to the stairs somehow with chains or ropes or something, that the plywood started to slide. And even if they did try to attach the plywood to the stairs, it was still going to slide when the tires hit the plywood. So there was no way for Joy Harris to have any sort of knowledge of what was about to happen with her, because it seems like the producers, not the stunt coordinators who expressed concern, but the producers did not care what may have happened in a movie that has cartoonishly freakish CGI effects anyway. So that concludes today's episode on Joy Harris and the motorcycle, and stay tuned for a little bit more on this story. I'm doing a little more digging, a little more deep diving, and to all of Joy Harris's friends, family, and fans, my deepest condolences. This is such a terrible loss, and may her memory live on. Thank you for joining me in the den.